Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my new world, where last episode I got all of the Mars achievements. If you missed that episode and you want to check it out, it will be on the upper right of your screen. In that episode I also explained how to get to Mars, so if you still don't know how to do that and you want to get these achievements as well, then you can also check it out to know how that works. And today I'm going to go to Phobos and Deimos, so I'm going to have to land on both of them. And to do that I've built a rocket, as you can see here. So there's a first stage with some side boosters, a second stage with a Valiant engine, and then the lander with a very small engine. And well, that's basically it. Of course it has the heat shield with the capsule to be able to return back to Earth safely. So let's launch this thing and let's go to Mars. First I'm of course going to have to switch on all of the engines and then we're good to go. So because this part is quite boring to watch, I'm going to skip past it, so you won't be able to see how I do it exactly. So as I said, if you want to know how to get to Mars, check out my last episode, and then you'll find out how to. As you can see, I am now in orbit around Mars, and I'm going to go to Phobos first, so I'm going to do the same thing I would do with the moon of Earth, which is obviously called the moon, but this moon is called Phobos. Now I'm going to go to the transfer window. Oh, the transfer window actually changes here, so time warping here doesn't really, that feature doesn't really help a lot here. It's a bit messy here, hang on. Because we've got almost the same orbit as Phobos itself, it's pretty far away, the transfer window. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yes, okay, so 21 meters per second, which is not a lot, but of course I am already very close to the orbit that I need to achieve. And I gotta be very careful because Phobos is extremely small, just like Deimos. So you have to be really careful that you don't overshoot or undershoot it, because it's really close. Okay, there we go. And now I need to make sure that I slow down enough when I've entered Phobos' sphere of influence, which is the hardest part about landing here. So I'm going to time warp here. Then I'm going to slow down as soon as I get there. Oh, I actually entered the other way around. I thought I would. Okay, that's annoying. Let's see. So I need to slow down a lot. And only then will I... Oh, hang on. I'm actually switching all the way around. Only when I go very low speed horizontally, I will go onto its surface because its gravity is so extremely small. As you can see, I needed 7.4 meters per second to even be able to land here. Now, as you can see, I still have fuel in this stage, which is... yeah, I don't really need it anymore, so I'm just going to dump that fuel, even though you wouldn't normally do that. But I've got enough fuel in this lander, so let's clear the breeze as well. And now I can just physics warp to the surface, because as you can see I'm going extremely slowly, so it takes a long time before I'm even able to land. Let's extend my landing legs just to make sure I don't forget. And well, now it's a bit of a waiting game until we're at like 100 meters. And also with the landing you have to be very careful, because you need to really be patient, because once you've landed it will take a while before you fully touch the ground and it will give you the message that you have indeed landed. As you can see, I'm now at 100 meters. There we go. I'm going to go a bit more straight down, like so. Then I'm going to slow down vertically even more. There we go. And I really don't want to overshoot the deceleration for the landing here, because that's very annoying if you do, because it will take a long time before you go back down. Now as you can see, it takes so long before I even really touch down, and I just accidentally did a bit of a hop. There we go. It finally gives me the message that I've landed on the surface of Phobos. And as you can see, it doesn't cost a lot of fuel. So now I'm going to take off once again, but I'm going to make sure that I take off in the direction of its orbit. So as you can see, the orbit is to the right, so I gotta take off this way. And I can actually just turn my rocket and it will automatically lift me off the surface. And then we're ready to go. And yeah, it's really easy to escape its sphere of influence once again, because its gravity is so small. Now I'm actually going to use my engine a bit more, because otherwise it's boring. Because I need to get below above 1000 meters before I can even time warp again, normally. Which once again takes a while, so you gotta really be patient. Okay, and now I'm going to get my encounter with Deimos. So I'm going to get into its transfer window. I'm actually very close already. There we go, 73 meters per second. And, oh, I actually exited its transfer window already. Okay, there we go. And now I basically need to do the same thing. And once again, its gravity is very small. It is a bit larger of a gravity than Phobos, but it's still small enough to be annoying. But that's of course a bit of the challenge here. I actually did this mission as a challenge before achievements were even a thing. And back then it was actually quite difficult for me, I remember. But now it's quite easy, because I've progressed in this game. Okay, so I'm actually gonna make sure I have quite a high encounter here. That's easier for slowing down, especially since I now have a pretty, well, an engine with not a lot of thrust. So I'm gonna need to slow down even earlier to be able to slow down enough. And I'm also gonna have more speed here. So I'm gonna go like this, and I don't, okay, yes. So here I'm gonna encounter, so I'm gonna time warp here. Now we wait. Okay, there we go. Wait, where am I? There. So now I'm going to slow down, as I said. Oh, I'm actually already quite slow, so this is gonna be completely fine. There we go. Oh, I accidentally clicked stop time warp instead of switching off the engine. I do that a lot. Because I think I was physics warping. Yeah, I was. But am I still? No, I'm not. Okay, so, well, now it's a waiting game once again. I'm actually going to use my engine to go down to the surface, which is something you wouldn't normally do. But it's just a bit of a time saver here. Oh, actually, I can time warp normally now, so I don't think I need to really do that. Because I can time warp ×3. Yeah, this will be fine. Now let's point my engine downwards. As you can see, I already extended my landing legs because I don't want to forget. Even though it doesn't really matter, because you're gonna hit the surface so slowly that your rocket won't really break. So there we go, 100 meters. Let's make sure I don't slow down too much or too early. And there we go, soft landing. And now we wait once again until it actually says that I've landed on its surface. Which, as you can see, is gonna take a while. And there we go, landed on the surface of Deimos. So now I've completed the 2 achievements, but I still need to go back to Earth. And so I need to exit its sphere of influence once again. Here you can see how small it is as well. You can actually see my rocket when I see the full moon as well. And now I'm going to do the same thing I just did. So I'm going to exit into its orbit, which is going to be that way. So I'm going to do this and then go exactly this way. As you can see, I've already got an escape, but I'm going to get a bit more velocity to make it a bit faster. There we go, and now I can time warp. Okay, so now I'm actually gonna end navigation. And I've actually got a pretty big orbit now, but that's fine. I'm actually gonna make sure that I slow down a bit at my apoapsis here, because if I don't, then I have a chance that I'll hit Phobos or Deimos again when I'm time warping, when I'm going back to Earth. So it's fine like this, because very small chance of hitting. And now I'm going to zoom out and go to Earth once again, navigate to, and I'm going to go to the transfer window, which takes a bit of time warping. It is what it is. So we just wait. It's always fun to watch the arrow go around. This is always the most boring part of missions to other planets, is the time warping. But for Mercury and stuff, it isn't too boring because it's quite fast. But for Mars, it's always quite annoying. So at least we're getting close to the transfer window now. And we hit it. And now I'm going to zoom in once again and time warp here. There we go. And then we point our rocket towards the arrow. We time warp a little bit more until we're actually in the transfer window. And 330 meters per second. Easy enough. 200. Wait, what has happened? Wait, why isn't there a transfer window anymore? That's weird. Okay, so I'm actually gonna time warp a bit now. Oh, okay, so now it has got a transfer window once again. Interesting. Okay, so let's go once again. Let's hope it works well this time. Let's not overshoot it either. Oh, I accidentally didn't hit the engine off. I tried to, but I misclicked. Oh, now I actually have to turn my rocket around. There we go. And then let's get our encounter with Earth. Like so, that's gonna be fine. Because then I can slow down a bit more later on. Actually, I could, just to make sure, go a bit lower so that I enter its atmosphere, so that if I won't be able to slow down enough using this engine, that I will still re-enter and not just overshoot. There we go, and now we time warp once again. And we wait. And slowly our rocket moves towards Earth while we wait. And, well, as I said, this is the most annoying part. But we're almost there, we're getting close. Let's not time warp too much, so let's be careful. I'm actually gonna use time warp here. Like so. And then I'm going to slow down a bit more to just make sure that I enter very safely. Even though I don't really need to, because I'm only going 1100 meters per second. Let's go a bit further though. There we go. Now let's fire this engine one last time before I'm going to land. Yeah, so as I said, I don't really need to do what I'm doing right now. It's just kind of for fun, I guess. There we go, there we go. Okay, let's just time warp here. Let's make this orbit. And now let's shut off my engine, because I need to make sure that I leave enough fuel to enter back into Earth's atmosphere. If I don't, then that's gonna be really sad, because I would have to do the whole mission over again. So here we go, and yes, we have done it. Now let's slow down more, because why not? And now let's go to its atmosphere, and let's decouple the lander. It will soon burn up, as we will be able to see, I think. Oh, no, maybe not. Will we see it explode? Yeah, there goes the engine, and there it goes, and it's gone. And now it's just the capsule, and the parachute, and of course the heat shield, which is keeping us safe and somewhat cool inside of this capsule. And as soon we'll be able to deploy a parachute and make a very safe touchdown on the surface of Earth after doing our incredible mission. And we'll have completed another 2 achievements. So we're at 2500 meters. We can now deploy the parachute, but I'm gonna wait a bit longer to save some time, because it always takes a while to float down back to Earth. So now let's deploy it. Let's time warp again. Then once the parachute fully deploys, I can detach my heat shield, and it will just fall down, and it will explode on impact on Earth. We don't need it anymore. And we're getting close now. 50 meters, 25 meters, 15, 10, and touchdown. And the safest landing we could have ever imagined, and we're now able to recover our rocket, and it will show us what we have done. Recover, exit to Space Center, achievements, and indeed we now have the Phobos and the Deimos achievements. So the only achievements left to get are the Venus and the Mercury achievements, which I will do in some next episodes. I don't know when they are gonna be exactly, but if you do want to see those episodes, then please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell if you wanna not miss the uploads. And if you enjoyed this video, of course, give it a like, and then I hope to see you on the next video. So thanks for watching, and bye bye.